I just finished a smoothie, and in my smoothie I threw in some broccoli sprouts. And I realized it really, this is a good opportunity to talk about the benefits of broccoli sprouts and also the phytochemical in here, the main one called sulforaphane. So sulforaphane is a phytochemical or a like power nutrient that is found in the brassica or cruciferous family of vegetables. This family includes the broccoli sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, collard greens, kale, Brussels sprouts. There's probably like another 15 or so within that family. But the cool thing about this family of vegetables is that in addition to all the other nutrients that they have, which just includes a whole array between vitamin C and potassium and magnesium, it also has this nutrient called sulforaphane. And there's been a lot of research lately about sulforaphane in its role really in our cells and how it works to help activate antioxidants. It helps to repair DNA damage. It helps liver detoxification. And even more recent research is really showing its benefits against cancer, whether it's for the prevention of cancer or even for helping fight cancer. So it's really this amazing power nutrient. The key is getting in these foods on a daily basis to obviously put sulforaphane into your body to help you. The cool thing about broccoli sprouts, and I feel like I'm sounding a bit like an infomercial, but the cool thing about broccoli sprouts is that they are super tiny and you basically get just as much of the nutrients or more than what you would get in a large amount of traditional mature broccoli. Broccoli sprouts are basically broccoli that are only a few days old as compared to mature broccoli. And let's say what you would get in, 2 or 3 cups worth of regular broccoli, you can get in only about this much, which is about half a cup. Maybe it's about this much, about half a cup of broccoli sprouts. So these little guys are loaded and packed with nutrients, and some research even shows that these have the highest amount of sulforaphane compared to really almost any of the vegetables within the family. Here's a trick though. There's a couple ways that you need to eat it in order to really take advantage of the sulforaphane, because sulforaphane is not necessarily active in these vegetables when you first eat them. It is the action of chewing the food that actually creates this chemical reaction between the precursor of sulforaphane and the enzyme to create sulforaphane. So eating these vegetables raw is a great way to get in your sulforaphane, which is what I did in my smoothie. I actually threw in some of this and I threw in some fresh kale. So I know I got a good dose of sulforaphane. However, let's say you want to eat something like Brussels sprouts. Those are not commonly eaten raw. Shaved Brussels sprouts eaten raw in salads is pretty good, but in general, most of us like to cook them. So here's the trick. If you really want to maximize the sulforaphane, not even maximizing, if you want to get sulforaphane in your cooked cruciferous vegetables, you need to cut them, let them sit for about 40-45 minutes, and then cook them. Because what will happen is, by the action of cutting the vegetable, which is the same as when you chew the vegetable, the action of cutting the vegetable helps that chemical reaction, and over time, it takes about that long, about 40-45 minutes, for it to actually produce a sulforaphane, and then you can cook it. What'll happen is if you cook these vegetables right away, you'll kill the enzyme, and there won't be enough time, there won't be any enzyme left to actually produce a sulforaphane. So again, you want to cut and hold and then cook. Although there is a hack. If you like the flavor of mustard seed, what you can do is when you're cooking, or as soon as you start cooking, sprinkle some mustard seed powder onto those vegetables, and that will actually speed up the production of the sulforaphane. It speeds up that enzyme to work a lot faster so that your end output is sulforaphane, and therefore you can cook your vegetables quickly, but you need to have the addition of the mustard seed powder. Okay, so 3 ways to really get sulforaphane out of your cruciferous vegetables. Eat them raw, cut them up, hold for about 40-45 minutes, and then cook them, or cut them, cook them, but immediately also add mustard seed powder so that you can get the production of sulforaphane. Okay, hope that helps, and hope you're going to be eating your cruciferous vegetables. I forgot one more thing. Didn't talk about frozen cruciferous vegetables. So eating frozen cruciferous vegetables actually doesn't give you the sulforaphane chemical, the phytonutrient. Because what happens is before they actually freeze them, they blanch them, they cook them in really high heat water. So I mean, unless they're cutting it ahead of time and preserving it and holding it, which I doubt they are, they're basically killing off that enzyme before they freeze it. So sorry guys, I know that's a bummer because I know so many of you like frozen vegetables. They're so like quick and easy to use and they don't spoil. But yeah, unfortunately you're not going to get the sulforaphane content that you want, or any sulforaphane, by using frozen vegetables. All right, bye guys. And yes, I'm driving, going to pick up the kiddos. Bye.